Neutral outcome, not bad. Yard clearance plus 16 cryo. Okay. I guess we could do another one. I don't really want to, yeah, I don't want to, this one's too risky to use bad dice on. I only want to use good dice on this. Maybe we should we check the hunter vision here? Oh, actually, you know what? I want to see what Fang's, I haven't even looked at Fang's thing. What does he do? So, okay, I can just bring data here. Well, that's great, because I have a ton of this. So if I give a Yadigan data, what happens? Oh, I have to only Solheim data. He doesn't care, he doesn't need the other stuff. Okay, so that requires me to then go find Solheim data. Wasn't there a Solheim thing? Havenage. There, it's Solheim. Okay, let's see. What does it need? Okay, so this takes the cipher. I put the cipher in. This gate conceals a network of systems which have been untouched since the Solheim collapse.
Okay, let's get going. Let's play a little League of Legends right now. I do absolutely want to play some Citizen Sleeper. Just picked up the game. It looks super fun. I like RPGs. I really enjoy role-playing games, dice rolling. Super big into it. But that's for later. For right now, just a little bit of League. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get out of Bronze 2 into Bronze 1 today. Should I play a warm-up game? I don't know. Hard to say. Let's see. I suppose I'll play a warm-up game as Zoe, because I've been practicing with her a lot. And if I get jungle, that's okay. That's okay. I can always practice with Ivern. Whew. All my friends are working right now. Nobody's in Discord. This is some music, huh? Ian, my buddy, who is a music master, has been sharing some fantastic albums recently. I think we'll do 2 peas in a pod. What about you guys? What do you think? 2 peas in a pod. Apple Music. Come on. I'm already signed in, baby. 2-factor authentication. Give me the code. If I play it nice and quiet, maybe I won't get DMCA'd, huh? Hey, Ian, are you there, buddy? Hey, baby.
2 peas in a motherfucking pie.
Listen to Peas in a Pie, huh? I am.
Motherfuckers, whole lot of pep going on.
It is a great album. I listened to it once the other day.
Sugar free.
Oh, you checked it out?
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what are we doing? Let's do Ivern in the jungle. Tree Boy in the jungle. I think that only makes sense. Wouldn't you agree, Ian?
No idea. I think you could play some Magic the Gathering Arena.
Oh my god, I could. I could build some new decks. I could play some MTG Arena. I'm already in the game though.
Play this game and then play some Arena.
Well, I just downloaded this Reaper and it also looks pretty fun.
Oh yeah, the Sleepers.
Yeah, Sleeper Citizen. It's a text-based RPG. Pretty good. Just came out today, actually, so I was thinking I might be able to hook and loop in some new viewers for the brand new game. Ooh-wee. How you doing today, brother?
chilling. I'm more or less like kind of off for the day, half day kind of.
Just work schedule is a little slow, or got stuff done early?
Yeah, work schedule's a little slow. I've got some events going on. I had one yesterday and have one tomorrow. And I need to get some some materials printed for the employee training that I'm doing tomorrow morning before my actual promo event that I'm doing. So we'll be out on the floor for 3 hours promoting grip, but then before that at 8, from 8 to 9 or whatever, I'll be doing an employee training with them and just kind of like going over products and answering questions and stuff. So.
For sure. Yeah, going over, definitely you got to sell the Pop Rocks to the kids. We're really targeting kids with those products, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
It's funny, they redid the packaging and removed the stars and like the shapes from the background of the packaging and resubmitted it, and it's approved now.
Oh my God! Wow, that it seems like the approval happened really fast.
Well, it was all happened in a short meeting all at once. So Alex was able to like run out to the car, grab his laptop, change the packaging design really quick in InDesign, and then run back in and get it approved really quick.
Is that approval from Drip or approval from the Arizona board of? Okay. That just seems like it happened so fast. That's amazing. Wow, very cool.
They were in a meeting with the state. So.
Right. I just feel like he shit.
He was able to. He was the one, since he's kind of been designing things for them recently, in the past, and so he was able to just go out to his car and grab his laptop and do it.
That's great. Good. I think getting rid of that stuff I mean, obviously the state agrees, but that definitely changes the feel of the packaging,
I don't know though, like I said, I feel like the whole thing is stupid, right? It's I don't know, right? I don't know. It just seems like I don't know. Everything is appealing to kids in some aspect, in some respect, right? I don't know. Kids are curious, and how do you? I don't know. Yeah. It's like, I just don't know what we're left with if you really get down and think about it and really analyze that question, what marketing tools are you left with?
Well, I think that unfortunately it's probably going to go the same direction as the tobacco industry in here in the United States or even in the UK, where like the packaging and the labeling has to be incredibly minimal and you can almost have nothing on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mentioned that in our meeting, and Alex was convinced. He's confident that in Arizona it won't happen anytime soon. Makes sense. But I do just kind of wish that, I don't know.
Well, what do you wish? I mean, I can see an argument for it, right? The same with the tobacco industry. I mean,
No, my main wish is doesn't really affect this as much, because the thing that I care more about is it's more of our best intents for packaging lead us down a road of unsustainability, right? So, in an effort to be child safe and which I don't, right? I'm not totally against that, right? I think that being child safe is important, but I think that the amount of waste that our industry produces for packaging is unacceptable, and there should be some level of just personal adult responsibility involved with purchasing this stuff. Like, it's a contract that you're making with the state, you know, when you go to purchase, like, alcohol or something too, right? Like, I mean, and glasses, luckily, like, and cans are much more easily recyclable. But all this fucking plastic bullshit that we're doing for the cannabis industry, and all this insane packaging is like so bad and wasteful, because it's single use, and it's not recyclable most of the time because of the way it's made and the different kinds of plastics that are involved. Like, it's using different plastics into one final packaging product that then makes it impossible to recycle, right? Like, that's
and I mean, not even to mention that plastics themselves are potentially harmful to people, because they can degrade into whatever they're holding, you know. So
there's like all these reasons why, like, I think that the main problem is that we need to go back to deli style everything, right? Because that's like the best thing for everyone involved. If people could just be more personally responsible, right? Like, that's what we're trying to accomplish here, right? Like, I don't get why we can't just be adults. Like, that's what I wish, is that people could just have more personal responsibility and, like, hide their shit better from their kids, and, like, not go sell it to kids or whatever. Like, for what? Like, 'cause we're not, like, we're carding people, so kids can't come buy these products. We're not marketing. They're not being marketed to kids because we don't market, right? We don't have public advertisements really, other than like billboards. But our billboards just have our product name on it, right? It's like the brand name. It just says drip, oils, and extracts. Pretty generic. And any marketing we're doing is within the ecosphere of the cannabis industry. Like, we're in the dispensaries or in an event that's specifically like for individuals who get carded before they come in, so they can sample products and stuff, like Earl or whatever. Like, it's all an ecosphere where we're marketing to the people who are within that we know are adults, right? Like, and why can't we just like say like, okay, that personal responsibility takes over when you leave the ecosphere, right? So you bring that product outside, it's on you to not like go marketing it and selling it to high school kids or whatever. If you do that, the state will find you and catch you and put you in jail, right? Like, that's the law. That's how it works. We don't need to we don't need all this policing within the ecosphere. It just seems ridiculous to me. And we can, if a certain dispensary wants to make the decision to be able to be like, okay, well, we're going to dispense flour in a way that's more eco-friendly by not having to use all these stupid fucking bags, you know? Bring your own jars in. It seems like a reasonable thing to me. I don't know. You can still provide test results. You can ask that, you know, you can maybe even have one employee who's like the deli guy, you know, like the deli counter guy who you go to, who is responsible for it, who is wearing like the PPE, so that you're not getting like, he's wearing gloves, he's wearing a mask, so you're not getting anything in your flour, but you're being able to still pick it up in like a responsible, environmentally responsible way. I feel like there's ways that you could figure it out, but the political will is like absolutely not there for it, and I don't understand why, because it just seems like the amount of oversight that's required for this ridiculous fucking system that they've set up is, I don't know, it's unreasonable. But I don't know.
I think you're totally right. I think you're totally right.
It's crazy. The bureaucracy, and there's nothing you can do to change it, really. So
because the thing too is, like, if you get rid of the packaging, right, and you do it with just like glass, then you don't have to deal with any of this shit about like catering to kids or anything. It totally gets rid of that issue. You know, like,
you're killing two birds with one stone, with all the bullshit advertising and like it's clearly being marketed towards kids.
Oh yeah, right, of course. Well, and not even
product on the market. Are you fucking stupid? So they're like the stars and like the shiny little objects on the package are what you're claiming is marketing to kids, but look at the whole fucking pack. Look at the product. Look at all the products. It's all the kids. Like, you fucking people are stupid.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all the kids, but it's also just good design, flashy design. I mean, it's hard to separate what is being advertised to kids and what is just like advertising, you know?
Because a lot of advertising is advertising to the kid within.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
That's like a marketing ploy. That's like, they're like, let's, you know, like, people, that gets people, right? When something strikes their inner child,
yeah,
it sells.
Totally, I agree, 100%. Yeah, play, fun, you know, joy. I mean, these are all things that we associate with being a child.
But also just with like, general happiness in adults too. Like, hard to separate the two kind of sometimes. Just it's the human experience, right? We all experience happiness and joy in the same way. Most of us happen to have more of it with kids. Yeah, it's fucking funny. I feel like too, you know, like the people in charge, they're like have the best intentions sometimes, but then they get really like overzealous with it. They're like, I'm the protectors, and and they like take it so seriously, but then it's like they fail to see the bigger picture and what's going on. Plus, too, like what I was saying in chat, I feel like we named the names, strain names, have been kind of like easily marketable to children since day one, right? Like I was saying, all those strain names we were from in high school. Blue Dream, Platinum Kush, Master Kush. Like, do you remember all those names of weed that, like, very intriguing, right? Made us want to smoke them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's be real. And that was nothing on like the industry. It was still black market back then, you know. Stoners just always tapped into that happy childlike mentality. Not in a bad way, just like in the best way. But then it turned out in like everything we're naming all of our shit is now also marketing it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. You know, and of course we have our own opinions because, you know, we hate tobacco and we love pot. So like, I don't know. It's like the biases that we have just in that way, and seeing how weed is just inherently different than tobacco and should be treated differently in the marketplace. You know.
Yeah. I can't tell. You winning this game?
Yeah, we're doing okay, except our Zed is now... Our Zed is gone, which is kind of a massive...
My mom is well on too soon, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Picking up notions.
We're missing our mid laner, so we're probably not going to win this game. Because I can't... My character just can't pick up a lane by himself, really. And I have to be getting the jungle. That's where I'm strongest.
Who are you playing?
I'm playing Ivern. who is like a strong support character. He can definitely do damage, but he's really geared towards support. And he's a jungler, right? So he's not usually in lane.
What is he made of?
He's a tree.
Okay. Well, those trellises that you did are pretty fucking crazy.
Oh, the terraces?
The terraces, right, yeah, sorry. Pretty insane. What are you gonna plant there? Cow?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that play was so good! That play was so good!
Oh, careful, you're about to die.
I'm good, I'm good. Oh no, I am about to die! I am about to die! Oh, that's okay though, I got the dragon. Whew, that was crazy. Wow. Ooh.
Brian,
Who's calling you?
Brian just called me for some reason.
Why isn't he in the chat? What the fuck's going on? You guys having a private conversation?
I don't know. Our D&D thing is falling apart because Brian keeps having to fucking cancel.
What? Why? What's up with him?
He's just busy as shit. But I don't really understand.
What the fuck?
Hold on, be back.
Good job, Zed. I think we're gonna come back from this. Our team is seems generally much better. Really great job. God, that play on the dragon was so good earlier. Man, my positioning was fucking on point. Whew.
Yo.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, Boom Battle Boys?
So, you canceling D&D tonight again?
It's tomorrow, but yeah.
Oh my god. Ian just told me you've been super busy.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I was hesitant to start in a campaign this year because I knew she was going to be crazy busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, last time was because a friend was leaving town, moving away, and that one was pretty unplanned. That I thought it was gonna work out based on the weeks and stuff, but then I don't know, wires got crossed. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna just do D&D and say goodbye to my friend.
Right, totally.
And then this week is because Joe is having his bachelor party down in Portland. So we're hopping on a train tomorrow at noon, going down to Portland.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, oh, super stoked. And congratulations to Joe.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have to miss D&D 2 weeks from tomorrow because John's wedding is then.
Oh my god!
So it's just yeah, busy. But, how's the game go? I feel like the stream on my laptop, but I'm going for a walk right now.
I can tell you're in motion. Yeah. I can hear it. I can hear it in your breath. You got some heavy breathing. It's kind of getting me going, dude. You quit that. You quit.
I think I'd be rainy.
Because you live in fucking...
Fucking Seattle.
Yeah.
I know.
Why is it gotta be rainy? Good question.
Oh boy. So I went and washed my car yesterday for like the first time in, I don't know, a year and a half.
Oh, that's fun.
I mean, sometimes it's pretty necessary because, like, moss starts growing. You're like, oh, why is my car turning green?
Uh-huh, yeah, it's the same here. It's very much the same here.
And then, yeah, that was yesterday. It was a dry day, and now today it's raining. So I'm glad I picked yesterday.
Yeah. I love washing my car with a pressure washer.
Yeah.
Makes it so easy.
You have
I took it to one of those, like, self-serve things where you put in quarters, you know, at a time.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
what do you have?
And, yeah, I did some work with that pressure washing because that got out most of the, like, the weird mossy grime and stuff. It was great.
The mossy grime.
You need to get the Pro blow dryer.
I feel like sometimes when you like wipe away on a crack there, it's like soil, you know? It's like dark brown, like grit. And I'm like, is this dirt? Is this biofilm? Is this like
It's a chia pet, maybe?
right? Like it just confuses me what it is. It organic or not, right?
I mean, I think it's probably a mix of things, you know, like tire dust, you know, and
Yeah.
asphalt bits and like all sorts of shit.
Yeah, that's probably right. We should take a sample into a lab sometime and be like, what is this? We'll be like, oh yeah, let me run it through all my machines.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun, actually.
Probably some bird poop.
Oh yeah, definitely some bird poopies. Birds aren't real. Birds aren't real, you know.
Did you see the 60 Minutes interview
Yep.
with that guy?
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, he got invited to do an interview on 60 Minutes. The guy who started the whole birds aren't real.
Are you serious? Oh my god. Wow, 60 Minutes is really reaching for the bottom of the fucking barrel right now. God damn.
I mean, the whole premise was like, they knew that he did it as a joke, like, ironically.
Okay.
And it blew up so much, non-ironically. And, yeah. So he went there to, like, talk about what he thinks that means for the state of
Yeah.
media literacy.
Totally. That makes sense.
I'm gonna mute myself because I'm by a fucking crazy busy street.
Wow, this pike is really good. I am super fucking impressed. Oh god, I got fucked. Man, the Fiddlesticks ult is really fantastic when he does it right. Come on, Mord, no! Oh, but here, Kog'Maw's gonna get a kill here. No, he didn't, but we're good. They got an ace on us. Woo! Real rough. Spent my morning pollinating vanilla. Super fun.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
Yeah, every single morning, baby.
Very nice.
The flowers are only open one day each, and only in the morning.
Do you listen to music while you do that?
I Actually, today I just was listening to the birds and the bees, baby. All natural.
You were listening to the sexy time?
Yeah, I was listening to all the fucking going on. It's so interesting because people always talk about, oh, I want to go move to the country where it's so quiet and peaceful, and then when you actually live out here and like you hear how fucking noisy it is because of all the animals, it's like kind of hilarious.
It's pretty quiet also.
All the beasts out there.
Oh, I got fucking gagged. Oh, they came up on me. Gotta get this last dragon. This is how they say they're gonna get this tower. Oh, come on, staff of flowing water. Jesus. Sells for 30. Yeah, I won't be able to get it. I'll have to go in.
Most people judge the cover, they don't see the pages. And now we on stage, Lord, we can travel abroad. We get so high on the plane, it's like I travel with the Lord. Used to travel in the Ford. I think it was.
Have you heard of the YouTube channel Coach Curtis?
No.
He's a League of Legends coach, and so all his videos are on League.
Oh my god, I'm just getting so fucked. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I watched this one the other day where he was like, he intentionally restricted himself to like some very core fundamentals and played in Bronze League. And it was like, you know, how far can you get with just these strategies?
Yeah,
He only used, let's see, he was playing Annie. He only used his blink or flash or whatever it's called defensively. He didn't like do any meta stuff. He didn't call out anything. And he was mid. And he just focused on his form. You know, he just focused on trying to get his CS.
Yep.
And anytime people overextended, he took advantage of it. But he was never like aggressive or proactive.
Yeah.
And he did really well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, this actually makes me want to play League again.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's the thing that people fuck up most is that they're not patient, you know? If you could just play this game with some patience, that's going to take you a lot further than trying to be like a crazy fucking wild man who's super aggressive and trying to like make picks all the time and like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, stop trying to do fancy shit. Don't do fancy shit.
Stop trying to do fancy shit. Yeah.
When they make a mistake, take advantage.
Exactly.
But don't overextend.
Exactly.
And just keep her cool.
Oh my god, is Mord gonna get him here? Yeah, he is.
Keep your bool, baby.
Keep your bool, baby. Spool the rules, baby. Yeah, I would love it if you started playing League again, Brian. It would be ideal. We could get a 5-man flex team.
It makes me sad that you
It
guys.
still is wildly overwhelming.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. What were you gonna say, Ian?
I'm still kind of sad that you guys aren't going to play Wrath with me and Skyler.
Did we say that we weren't? I thought that was not what we said.
I didn't ever hear confirmations.
Well, we said we're down, but we just can't play as much as you guys can, generally.
I can't play that much either.
It just always feels like whenever I try to quote-unquote play WoW with you guys, it ends up being that I'm just really far behind and you guys just graciously come in and like help me with stuff, and we never actually play together, so.
You never play long enough to just level your character up to max level.
Sure, why not? Yep, uh-huh.
I mean, it takes a little bit of work. It doesn't happen.
I know that, dude. My observation is still right.
Dude, that's so fucking weird. I accidentally had Ian on mute for some reason. I was like, what the fuck?
You haven't been muted at all.
Yeah, it's because you were muted for me for some reason.
That's funny.
Oh, no. It's so funny.
Ren, I totally agree with you.
Uh-oh. I lost you. I can't hear anybody.
Especially with Skylar, it's fucking crazy.
That's my problem too, is that I can't keep up with Skylar. I'm more than happy to get on when you guys can get on or whatever, you know, like.
I'm thinking about it for.
I'm excited to play Baldur's Gate with everybody and actually have a campaign where we don't play without each other. I think that's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Ren, you should get on WoW right now and level up a character on BC.
Yeah.
Ready to go. You can level it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, like, you're just like you're like, yeah, I'll play with you guys, but I'm gonna be at low level the whole time, and I'm gonna hate it, and then I'm not gonna play. And
It's not that I don't ever hate it. It's just like sometimes I just don't have as much fun in WoW as it seems like you guys do. It's generally what it seems like. but I still enjoy playing, you know. I'm sorry that isn't what you want to hear.
Yeah. That's why I said that my first statement. And then you're like, who said we're not going to play? I mean,
the truth is like if I was not doing all the crazy stupid like grinding for quests that are just like whatever, and I was actually doing, I don't know, fun dungeons and stuff, and I just bought a character that was the right level instead of having to grind out all this shit, you know, like maybe I would play then, so maybe that's what I'll have to do.
I won't hate on you for that. I won't say anything. I think that as long as you're playing with you. You're like, God damn it.
I mean, I know you don't care. I know you don't care.
I think
whatever I do.
To have my thing that I've always wanted to have is an arena group of either 5s or at least 3s. Right? I've always wanted to do 3s with you, me, and Skylar, or if we can get the 5-person team, do an arena with 5s. You know, you, me, Brian, Skylar, and someone else.
Oh yeah, it'd be super fun. Yeah, for sure.
Arena is the most fun thing to do. It's the most blood pumping thing, and we could have a fun. It would be fun to do battlegrounds in a 5-team queue as well. Like we could do raids, or we could do just randoms. You know, like. And we could do dungeons. I don't know. I think the end game in Wrath would be a lot of fun if you participated.
Yeah, when is it released?
Still not sure yet. Wait, maybe that's not true. I think maybe they released it. I don't know.
I'm saying November for some reason.
I started loading away. Hey, YouTube troublemakers!
Hey, Allie!
Hey, Allie.
What you guys doing?
Doing good.
This is Ren's stream.
I saw your stream pop up on Facebook when I was scrolling through Facebook today.
Oh yeah. I hope it brings some people over to Twitch having it on Facebook.
I hope so.
Yeah.
You get 1 free Twitch subscription to your Amazon Prime account.
Oh,
if you want to subscribe to him.
Oh, sure.
And you don't have to watch me. That it's not important that you actually pay any attention to my stream, but I actually get some money from that, even though it doesn't cost you anything.
Shit, fair enough.
Yeah. Thank you, Allie.
$5 a month. Stick it to Bezos.
Stick it to Bezos, baby.
I don't have Amazon Prime, but I know she did, and I've been meaning to mention it. It's just the perfect time to introduce that option.
Yeah.
Can I use it like Zoom sort of? Can I have meetings using Twitch? Or do I have to, how does it work? What does it do for you?
No, Twitch is one directional. It's like one person out.
Got it.
And then I mean, there's a chat room and stuff, but
Gotcha.
You can't
yeah.
anyone else.
Got it. Cool, yeah.
It could be like a webinar thing, but I wouldn't say like a full meeting.
Got it.
Discord could be useful as a meeting place and stuff. I think Discord would actually be more useful than Zoom in most instances, but
more useful than Zoom.
Yeah.
I was trying to take you before, but I was thinking, if you wanted to do like pottery on Twitch, that's something.
Like live.
yeah.
Live stream.
Yeah.
Kinds of artistic stuff. I've thought about having Dad set up paint on live stream, not his face, just point the camera at his workstation.
Right.
I think that would be super popular, and you could do it on Reddit too. A lot of the creative like art stuff is really popular on Reddit. You'll get like thousands of people watching the stream on Reddit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to consider. I know that Dad is reluctant. If you got some free time on your hands, it's really something to consider because his art could. I think that's the way to make his art blow up and make it sellable, right?
Right, I hear you.
Like, otherwise he's just marketing it to.
Right here.
With all your free time, Allie.
She's quitting school, so.
Here's the thing, Red. School's about to end, and I'm going to be diving into some different stuff. I'm doing some digital marketing training right now to really understand how to use the Meta Business Manager. Since I manage so many pages, and I'm working with my sister-in-law Karen on her jewelry page to help her. So I'm diving into that. I'm diving into Python on Codemy. So I know we talked about this, Ren. So Python is what I'm going with to start with.
Oh my God, that's awesome! Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, that's awesome. If you need a login for a pro account, let me know.
Oh, thanks. Are you good at Python, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, it's what I use day in, day out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that it basically just what I'm trying to do is learn how to write the kind of function or script that can go into a database and make it have functionality, right? Query this to do this, right? That's what it does. You can do that with Python?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
It depends on like what you're kind of trying to do with it, because if it's not like a lot of calculation stuff, you could even do it with just SQL, which CodeMe offers SQL classes as well. I'm trying to do with it because a lot of. Oh, we should chat about this. Hit me up sometime, and we could actually talk about what the use case is.
Great. Yeah. No, I'd appreciate that. Yeah. Excellent.
Perfect.
Yeah. Great timing. Good time.
Yeah.
Well, I won't keep you guys. I'm gonna take Mochi home with me because Ian's got some stuff, and there's no basketball on tonight, so I don't know what we're gonna watch.
Yeah, it's on.
Did you watch Severance, Allie?
Finish it.
Oh, so
God.
good. Oh my God, yeah.
One of the best series, really. I mean, that final episode, mind blowing. So good.
Totally. Yep, I totally agree.
Yeah. So we're good. Ren, your folks good?
They're good. They're in Washington right now at Olympic National Park for a vacation. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
God, they're so close, but so far away.
So far, I know. Right. Yeah. Oh, my mouse is all fucked up. What is going on? There we
Is
go.
that World of Warcraft you're playing?
No, it's a game called League of Legends, actually. Yeah, which is like a super popular, highly competitive what you call a MOBA, M-O-B-E.
MOBE.
M-O-B-A, sorry, M-O-B-A.
Multi-operator.
Multiplayer online battle arena.
Oh, multiplayer online battle arena MOBA. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bridge I won't cross. I'm sorry.
No, you know, it's too much, honestly.
It's a lot, yeah. Well, we're going to New York next week to see Mary.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun! Oh my god.
Yep. So gonna be a little city time in and stuff like that.
That's great. Are you able to stay with her? Does she have an apartment that's bigger than a suitcase?
No, she's got roommates, so she lives in a fairly nice sized place, but what's that?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's hard. I know there. It's tough to.
Yeah. We got a nice hotel for a couple nights and a nice Airbnb nights. I got tickets for Doctor Strange on IMAX.
Yes, I'm going to see it in 3D tomorrow. We don't have IMAX here, but.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Do you want to see it in IMAX? I'm like, wait. Did you just ask me that question?
Yeah. Did you guys see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, but we're seeing that too.
Okay.
Yeah, we got plans to see that at Mary's little neighborhood theater called Nighthawk. So
Awesome.
Yeah, see it for sure. So.
Yep. It's so good.
Amazing, huh? Wow. Heck yeah. Well, I'll let you guys go. It's nice to chat.
Yes, absolutely. Good to chat too. I'll see you later, Allie.
Or you bet. Hey, Brian, I'll be in touch about that programming.
Yeah, please do.
Awesome. Take care, you guys.
Yep, you too,
Yeah,
Allie.
you too. Good chatting.
I'm gonna help her take a bunch of this stuff out of the cargo. I'll be back.
For sure.
Oh, I missed. No, she's gonna get me. Oh my god. God, that was so close.
We will curse this new world to rot.
Whew.
I remember the fall, torn from our thrones by jealous, frightened hands. Tear open the hearts of men and
Very good. Very good.
the coven has eyes everywhere. An ally has been slain. Ancient magic, lost, forgotten.
If you can stay any part.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah. Okay, right. Oh yeah, let me put this.
I am the witch queen. I am the queen. Blanket of darkness follows me. An enemy has been slain.
Nice job, Rengar.
A pox upon thee.
Oh man, there was this Prius that just drove by. Old dude blasting some smooth jazz.
Oh, I like that.
Too funny.
Old dude blasting smooth jazz.
Jazz. God fucking damn.
A token of our power. The covenant to retake the thrones of God.
Asian income tax and legal services? What?
Fear is reverence. Reverence is power. An ally has been slain. Tell me of thy pain.
Yeah, I love walking around my neighborhood. Just like you see so many things that you normally just gloss over. You know?
The old magic cannot be found.
Oopsie doozies.
So be it.
Thursday. And then today.
Watch over. An enemy has been slain. God's elect. Great horned owl. They stir in the dark below. Our radiant show me the path. Evil is merely a word. Mankind is a weak and wounded creature. It claws at life as all hope fades. This land is
So Ren, how's the cacao farm going? Have you started doing tours and stuff?
No, not yet.
slain.
So you are helping on that property already?
We're prepping for tours starting next year, so we're just doing a bunch of work right now to get that done. So working on the terraces right now, and then after we're done with that, I don't know. We got a bunch of other small projects to do, and we're building a big structure to do like cacao tasting and
That's right. I remember you describing that whole plan.
Yeah. So I'm doing a part-time right now. I'm just up there 2 days a week, and then once we start the tours, I'll be up there full-time.
That's sweet. And then stream at night, and you got 100G a year. Yeah, so now that you have affiliate, what's like, do you have a plan or a goal? Or you just wanted to get that and like now you can get money?
I'm so sorry. I just know that I'm gonna fucking... This is the problem of being on Discord with everybody while I'm playing this game, because I know I'm gonna fucking lose if I am too talkative. Which I wanna try out this new game that I got. It's like a TTRPG.
Wait, what? It's a tabletop?
No, it's a a text-based, a TRPG.
Oh, okay.
See, I just fucking died there.
You ever fuck with tower defense games?
Mm-hmm.
Joe showed me this really fun one called Rogue Tower. The roguelike thing. I'll have to send you a link. It's like $12 right now.
Cool. Yeah, I saw you were playing it earlier.
Yeah. Fucking playing hooky from work, playing games.
Good.
Ah, shit. Is this a dead end? This isn't dead end. Is there any way out?
Uh-oh, you found yourself at a dead end.
I can see the school though. Can I walk through? I think I've walked through. I'm good.
I feel it too. Fear.
Oh, seeing you signs.
Yo, you guys will never guess who I just got an email from.
No, I won't. Who?
Mr. Robinette.
I got an email from Dong Ling.
What?
You got an email from Don Ling?
Yeah, Dong Ling.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
I will show you. I'm linking it in the
Oh my god, get out of there, Lucian. You can do it! No! Oh my god, come on, go! Oh my fucking god, Lucian. Whew. 808, call me Ace. Oh my god, my buddy. Thank you for the follow, bro. Much appreciated, man. Hope you're doing well, dude.
Of course, the faithful shall.
U.S. Representative Outreach.
Shape of a
Greetings. Compliment of the day. After reviewing your LinkedIn profile, we are currently interested in employing your service as a business representative in the U.S. Reply for more information. Thank you.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
Ling.
I want to know what the other email addresses I sent it to. Let's see, True to Jones at Gmail.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other ones.
Seems legit.
Dong Ling.
Oh my fucking god.
Love Dong Ling. He's my homie. Go way back. Me and Dong.
Jesus fucking Christ.
An enemy has been slain.
What just happened?
I'm just getting fucking wrecked. I'm missing my cues. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Did I just miss a call? I don't know who. Fucking shit. How you been, dude? I don't know if you're still on the stream or not, but it's been a while. I hope you're doing good. Did you graduate too?
They seek forgiveness for the sin of Deus, but we demand a dire sentence.
If you're still at UH or not.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my buddy, 808, call me Ace. Oh my god. Why am I forgetting his fucking name right now? V. It starts with this. Oh my god, it doesn't start with the V. Ah, I'm so sorry.
Is he in the chat?
Yeah, he's in chat.
Is his name Dong Ling?
Dong Ling.
Dick free for it. Oh no! Turn the headphones out. God damn it.
Everyone knows one Dong Ling in their life.
I know I do.
You posted that in the weird channel. Ian, I just realized.
I just realized that too. I hate that when I go to post something in Discord and I just pull it up and just paste it and pop without really looking at it. What, Catherman? No.
You can start a subreddit called Out of Context Dong Ling.
Yeah.
You have been
Out of
slain.
context, Dong
An
Ling.
enemy has been slain.
Oh my god.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain. Shut down. Blessings to you, my sovereign.
Alright, let's see. I'm concerned now.
You concerned?
Into new and beautiful forms.
Yeah, because,
They speak through me.
I need to print out some materials and the worst case scenario I'll have to right. I'm just thinking because I have an event tomorrow and I'm waiting for Alex to send me final versions of these educational materials for the vendors, for like the employees that do a training for. I still need to get them and then go get them printed out. I just want to make sure that some place will be open.
In my dreams, I see a great horned owl.
Dong Ling, you know?
I bet Dong Ling can get it done for you.
That's true. You can always count on him.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Nice. Oh my god, get in there, Rengar. So good. There we go. Double kill. Karthus just fucking hanging. Oh, just hanging out in the goddamn weeds right there for us to come up and gank top. Jesus.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Death is not the end for a true believer. The gods whisper of betrayal by those who devoured the sun. These are the last days of man. Wouldst thou condemn the world? As would I.
Nice. Oh, Rengar, come on, get a triple. Yes. Oh no. Oh god. Oh. I know Lucian's mad at me for missing a bunch of Qs, but man, he has been out of position too many times, and he's died. Oh my god, he's died too many times. For no reason. There was just no reason for him to die there.
Of course, the faithful shall ever be spared.
Oh man. Oh man. Oof. Cassidy might be able to clean this up. Yep, Cassidy got him.
Get back to work.
Whew, okay, Brian. Good job taking a walk. You know, you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah. Well, great. Okay. Good work, have fun. Go kill them. Go do all the Qs.
Oh, thanks,
and all
man.
the E's.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna do all the Qs and all the E's and all the R's.
Right. Thank you.
Enemy double kill.
Jesus. There we go. There we go.
Death is not the end for a true believer.
Whew.
Mankind is a weak and wounded creature. It claws at life as all hope fades.
Oh my god, Lucian.
A blanket of darkness follows me. Tell me of that pain. I feel it too.
Bro, that's so fucking stupid.
What's
An
up?
enemy has been slain.
Yes! Oh, Rengar. Wait, don't kill it yet. There we go. Got it.
Of course, the faithful shall
Whew,
ever
good
be
timing.
spared. The truth will not be locked away.
I wouldn't have gotten that buff if they would have killed it too quick.
magic cannot be bound.
Unstoppable. An ally has
Oh my
been
god,
slain.
guys! Why? Ah!
Of a horned owl.
Shut down.
In my dreams, I see a great horned owl.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So stupid, bro.
Oh yeah, what's up? What's going on?
So Alex, we're doing this D&D campaign, right?
Yeah.
And Alex
Has been slain.
said that he's
Your turret has been destroyed.
he basically said I told him like, hey, just to let you know, there's a Suns game on tomorrow night, like a crucial playoff game, and so I'm not gonna be able to not watch it because we've got our thing, right? Like, I'll come over and I'll be a part of it, but I'm gonna have the game on my phone too. Like, I hope that's all right. And he said, that's fine, but I may have to put a marijuana ban on the game. Peachy was complaining about the smell for 2 days. She's got a very sensitive nose. And I also thought you guys may have gotten a bit too high at the end to really roleplay. I've got a THC vape pen you can use if you need it.
Be afflicted.
Like,
Then play somewhere else.
right, I said, I'm sorry, but I honestly don't want to come then. Sorry to do that. Unless you got, I can just join via Discord. Like, okay, fine, but then I'm not gonna, I'll join via Discord because that's fucking stupid. I'll mute myself so I can take a bong rip.
Enemy double kill.
It's like, man, I don't know if I want to keep playing with them if that's how it's gonna be.
Alex can be kind of a fucking square sometimes, you know. So you know, it's
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if you can find somewhere else to play, like, like, would it be possible to play? I mean, your house is so nice to play at.
I know, I would offer, but he wouldn't want to do it.
Why?
It would just be, I mean, you heard the part where it says where, and I also thought you guys may have gotten a bit too high at the end to really roleplay. He's less complaining about the smell and just more complaining about the fact that we were smoking, we weren't even smoking. We had his Skylar's Puff Coat Heat, and we were just taking a few little dabs. So, I don't know, like, you know, it's just so dumb.
Has been slain.
So even if I did offer to have it in my house, he'd be like, he'd still be upset that we were smoking together, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Too high, and, you know, to participate in his game, according to him.
it's just such bullshit.
I know. That's fine, man. That's why I just said I'm just gonna participate in Discord.
I mean, I don't know. Were you too high to roleplay? That's an honest question.
I don't fucking think so. Not at all. I think I roleplay more than anyone else in the fucking group, as far as I'm concerned. Right? Like, I get into it more than anyone else in the group.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, his two fucking buddies both joined by Discord last time because they didn't want to show up or they couldn't make it or whatever fucking reason. Like, so, it's like... me and Skylar put in the effort to actually be there and show up, right? It's like, you know, like you pick on the two people that actually put in the most effort. It's bullshit.
Yep.
Just because we smoke weed, like it, you know, like it automatically sets us back like way farther because we have to prove or do extra to prove ourselves.
Yeah, right.
Even when we do the extra, it still doesn't fucking make it right, you know? So it's like, fuck you, you know? We could do everything right. We could be on the top of our game and still find some way to bitch about it because, you know, we're Brian's friend or whatever the fuck. You're insecure for whatever fucking reason. Suck my nut, Alex, purely.
Jesus, my poor team. My poor fucking team.
You got just ganged up on right there, too. That was bad.
It's just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna join via Discord and I'll have my stream going with the Phoenix Suns game.
You should offer your place, though. There's no point in, like, automatically thinking that they wouldn't be into it. That's kind of... It's kind of silly to do.
All right. Well, let me... I need to type something out here in response to... Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think you should say kind of what you said, that, like, you and Skylar showed up and, like...
I'll make my point here, but I do want to be more. I will be more honest about what I also said too. I added an extra part that I kind of wish I hadn't. I said unless you guys want to do an alcohol ban, but I doubt you would, lol. And then he said I'm fine with an alcohol ban. It's just 4 hours, and I'm sharper as a DM without drinking.
I mean that's true.
He matched me, and
I mean you can just not smoke weed too. That's fine. Like I don't know.
Yes, but I don't know. It's like Friday night, right?
Yeah, I know.
Like, well, why can't we get together and he have a couple beers and we have a couple dabs and all, like, you know, I mean, it's not like anyone gets wasted. No one's getting too high to function.
What time do you guys get together?
At like 6:30 on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit, right?
It'd be nice if like you could get together earlier maybe, and then then you could, like drink later, or I don't know, or whatever.
You know what I should do? I should take like 3 RSO capsules and get fucked on a
Oh yeah, there we go.
Unbelievably stoned and show up like asleep and be like, what? I'm not smoking. It looks like I just took like a perk, but I'm not smoking.
Yeah, you could do that.
What do you have to bitch about, Alex? You can bitch more, and I'll be high. I won't have to. I'll be good.
It has been destroyed.
That would be pretty funny, just to like get him.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I don't know if I would do that. But I mean, that'd be so fucked up, kind of, to do.
Sorry, Alex. I'm just gonna leave it where I left.
Yeah, it's so hard to be on Discord and fucking play these games well. It's just like impossible. Whew.
Dong Ling.
Huh?
Dong Ling.
Oh yeah? Yeah, did he
Coffee accurately replied to Dongling. I hear like, let me send that picture. Now you can see Dongling for yourself.
You put it in Discord?
Yeah, I did.
Greetings, compliment of the day. After reviewing your LinkedIn profile, we are currently interested in employing your service as a business representative in the us reply for more information. Thank you. Sincerely, Ling. In the us reply for more information, thank you. Sincerely, Ling, International Business Consultant, Ling Kongjing Group Co., Limited, China, U.S. Representative Outreach.
Someone replied, sorry, wrong address, dude. Like, dude,
Wow,
just
56, yeah, right? Yeah, Jesus.
How stupid you gotta be to reply to that shit.
Totally.
And copy everyone and reply all.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, totally. Here, I'm gonna wait, can I change my stuff here? I thought I could change all my stuff. I can't change my settings. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, here we go.
God damn it, Dongling. It's always another thing with Dongling. I wonder what Skylar's take on it is.
Was he in the group chat, or do you think that he messaged him separately?
No, he's in the group chat.
Oh my god. And he hasn't responded, of course.
No. But I wonder if he's even seen it. He's at work.
Right. Oh, he's seen it. He's seen it. Skylar's also very reserved with his...
I'm not gonna, like, respond to it or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I responded immediately.
Yeah, because you're...
What did he say? He knows me.
It's just like, you know, there has to be a balance between managing a group of players to make sure that they're, you know, able to experience the game the way the DM wants them to experience, but also allowing your players to have fun, because that's the fucking key. It's not about controlling every little aspect of the experience, you know. It's like the DM is there to facilitate fun for the players. You know what I mean? Like, they're not there to be on a whole trip about like their whatever they want to do. You know, it's not about them.
I think it goes both ways too. Like, the players can be considerate of the DM's, like, you know, plans and time and effort and, you know, everything they have invested in their campaign. And I feel like I am.
Totally.
You know,
Yep.
I don't. That's like my biggest complaint more than anything. It's like I feel like I am actually interactive having fun with it, and it is fun. And
Yeah.
so when he says shit like that, like you were too high, it's like, what about my experience of just being in the moment and enjoying it was so off-putting for you that you have to like bitch about it? Like, I get if it's just about the smell. Like, I get that.
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean,
That's
figure
totally
out there,
reasonable.
like,
Yeah.
Me and Skylar can step out on the little porch and take our dabs. We don't have a problem with that. Like, we can do that. But like, I don't know why he has to like bitch about us being too high when in reality, like, we're the most involved. Like, Brian keeps fucking skipping out entirely. Like, no offense to him, I love him. He was gone last week. He's not going to be there this week, and he's not going to be there the next session as well. He told us. He's like, sorry, I've got things going on.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, great. But, you know, like, so he's not involved as much. And then the other two guys that were there that are actually Alex's personal friends that we don't know personally other than through the game, they were there the first time, and then after that, like, they weren't there the second time with me and Skylar and Alex, so it's just the three of us. They were on Discord, but, you know, it's like, obviously it's a little differently. So, like, I felt like we were putting in the effort, and it just kind of, it's like frustrating when he doesn't recognize that.
It's just, you know, there's a different way to bring up, you know, the way that he messaged you about what he thinks might be an issue is like a judgment, right? It's not a conversation, it's a judgment. And he could have like had a conversation with you about, you know, like, hey, do you guys think that like does smoking weed like help you guys get involved with the game, or does it make you guys feel more invested or role play better, or do you feel like it might take away from like the experience a little bit? And having that conversation and having like a discussion with you about it is so different than just like voicing a judgment, you know? And it's just unfortunate because it kind of belies the underlying bias that he has and the judgment he has against you personally, right? Which is like so unfair and like so obvious, and is not going to make you perceptive to having a discussion about it or like being open. It's going to make you defensive, you know? And that's just like not the way to engage with people. And it's really unfortunate that that was the way he decided to engage about what he thinks is an issue, you know? So it's I don't know. I mean, it's tough to walk those social lines and to do everything the right way. And so really, like what you can do as a person is just to be patient and understanding that, like, you know, you can respond the way that you would have preferred him to respond, or him to engage in the situation, right? And that takes a lot of effort, and that's hard to do. But, you know, that's the way to bring things back into where they should be in a conversation like that, you know, is by taking the moment to take a breath and attempt to reframe things in the correct way, you know. So, yeah, but it's tough when you feel judged. I get defensive so fast when I feel judged by somebody. Like, I really take it personally. So, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I might not even text him back, right, about what he said, right? I might just have the conversation in person if you can, you know, because text is gonna be hard, and then you never sound the way you'd like to over text. So, you know, and if you want to continue the campaign, and he spent a lot of time on the campaign and he's super invested in it, right? And he doesn't have the background of being a DM for so long that he can kind of let go of his ego and let go of the attachment that he feels to all to the work that he's put into the campaign, which you respect. I'm sure that you respect that so much. You've said that already. When you've taken such a risk to make yourself vulnerable and put so much effort into something, it's difficult to always make the right decision when you when you're feeling like it's not going exactly the way you want, you know. So just being understanding with Alex too, you know, and kind of seeing it from that perspective also, it might help, you know. So yeah. But I know you want to continue. I mean, you guys want to have fun. You want to continue with the campaign. So just making sure that's clear and making sure, like, now that you've run a few games and you're getting a sense of what it's like, and maybe some of the issues that people are seeing or have, to kind of reestablish the boundaries of how you want to play, and that's totally reasonable. You know, it's something that groups have to do all the time. You know. We've had to do that a little bit with our D&D group. We're having our last play session tonight, actually, for our adventure, the very last one. So, yeah, which I'm kind of excited about. We were meeting every single week, once a week, and it was so much. You know, meeting every single week is like, oh god, it's exhausting. It makes it so it's almost not even, you're not even looking forward to it. It makes it kind of a job that you just have to show up to. You know. Yeah. Check this game out, dude. You want to check this game out with me a little bit?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Cool. I like the music so far. The ambience is really nice, you know, with like these little.
Thing. Oh well.
It's just the menu. That's it. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't gone anywhere. Citizen Sleeper. So this game is kind of like a dystopian, future capitalist, like space-based society, where I guess you the character that you play is loaded into a cybernetic body, and you are a consciousness that has been loaded into a cybernetic body, and you have to continually consume this medicine so that your conscious mind from your human body doesn't disconnect from your cybernetic form, right? Because you're like a biological mind in a synthetic brain, and you kind of have to take this medicine to ensure that your body doesn't reject your consciousness, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. Let's give it a go. Choose a class. Operator. An operator works with drones and high-precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleepers assigned to operator work are usually cerebral and precise people. Perk, transfer, intercept. Chance to gain cryo on interface actions. Skills, engineer, work with machines, interface, work with digital interfaces. I have -1 on endurance, so strength or will. 0 on intuit, 0 on engage, 0 on engineer. Kind of interesting. Extractor. Extractors work on resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. Perk is photosynthetic skin. Sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. Chance to gain cryo and interface actions. Interesting. So here we have 0 in engineer, interface, and engage, -1 in intuit, and +1 in endurance. So this is kind of your classic strength-based character. And it looks like we only have 2 different characters to choose from. Oh no, 3. Machinist. A machinist repairs and modifies automated systems used in industrial resource extraction. Sleepers assigned to machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. Perk, efficient extractor. Chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. So we have 0 in interface, endure, and intuit, -1 on engage, and a +1 on engineer. That's kind of interesting. I like the drawing here with his he's got his fingers, and then he's got these other little tendrils that are engaging with what he's working on there. That's kind of cool. What should we go with? I'm kind of feeling this machinist class could be interesting. Nobody's got a +1 on Intuit. And nobody's got a +1 on Engage. Only Engineer, Interface, and Endure. I'm gonna try the Engineer. Oh wait, these are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. Cerebral and precise people. Self-sufficient and a high level of endurance. Nah, I'm an extractor. I'm gonna play an extractor. I am what I am, and I know what I am, and all that I am is a man. Where are you? Unknown. The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect. The delay between thinking and feeling. Between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. It's at its worst when waking, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. Think of that body or forget that body? Ooh, good question. I think it'd be hard for me to forget the body. A leap into a cold lake on a hot day, the sting of blood welling from a fresh wound, the friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from the other. The cold slips in behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dulled nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present, cold, hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain, at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Ooh, remember the plan or remember the others? Ooh. Who are the others and what is the plan? I'm curious about both. Let's remember the others. You remember there were 10 of you. 10 that could no longer stand the indentured work, the routines, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled day by day until they realized they had sold away everything that could and would ever matter. 10 that would escape, or at least die trying. Some were lost in the shaft. Others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock, even if in the airless hold of a freighter you might freeze solid long before you reach to your destination. I'll try to rest. But you're restless. It has been a long time since you left, surely weeks, maybe months. You are dully aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You've been reserving energy as much as possible, but even then your body has shut many of its systems down to protect you. You've spent so much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Time passes. The cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warmth. Not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor, sound, too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering, so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. God, I can't press spacebar or enter to move on. That's a little annoying. Then light, white as the cold, then softer and softer, until in a blaze of dirty yellow a figure appears. You're out. Okay, whoa, interesting. This looks like the map. I'm on this ship. Huh. Wow, okay. What's going on here? I like the art design. Oh, we can see little guys moving on the ship. Oh man, are these like little drones flying around? Very cool. Where do I start? Dragos. The pragmatic salvager. Wow, this guy. Whew, I like him. I want to be this guy's friend. Dragos. It has been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of his scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You're slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving element of an improvised heater. You're surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, Sleeper, you're thawed yet? Stay silent. Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have been better preserved in Sub-Zero vac. See more than a few of you frozen solid. The hull plates are inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech, his headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Or perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you. I plan to survive. You aren't sure if he hears you. I won't ask what led you to do it, to sell yourself to a corporation. And I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now, and you're just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you padded to the sleeper cells, the promise of a life off-world. But as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least, the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out of SNR and wants to protect their property. But if they can't keep hold of you, well, then no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence. A built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down, separated from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? Well, for now, Sleeper, you're one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away toward the glassy dome of the yard. The Eye is the best place you could be right now. The Eye? A station. You'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you're welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion, fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. Yes, sir. Alright, you head up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Drago stalks back into the wrecks, his drones already converging on a rusting hulk, plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Tutorial and introduction. Alright, here we are in Erlin's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest, and end the cycle now. Select locations by clicking on their icon. Okay, it looks like the empty container, my home for now. All that I can do right now is end the cycle. I'm liking the narrative so far. The writing is good. I mean, it's better than a lot of video games that I've played, which I guess you should expect from a text-based RPG. You wake, curled up in the corner of the container, and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you wake in now, strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. It's so odd that you can feel the cold. As a robot, I do find that strange. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? What does matter, I wonder? Seems like right now getting answers matters a lot to me. It all matters. The past is impossible to escape if it remains a blur. What Essent Arb did to you cannot be forgotten. You need a way of understanding all this before you can move on. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The questions outnumber the answers. You want to change that, but you'll have to learn to survive first. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container. The mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of desiccated powder. You thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. As the pungent smell washes over you, images of your restless sleep come back to you. A ring like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of polygonal shapes like angular suns burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it's long after you finish drinking that they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Condition, action, dice, and energy. Okay, so these look like the three things that I have to manage in this world. Condition represents the current state of my body. It depletes by one segment each cycle, but it can also be damaged by violence, injury, or a lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you'll suffer a breakdown. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. Late stage capitalism, baby. Don't you love it? At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the less dice you have. Once you've used your dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. Interesting. Okay. Okay. You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by your energy bar. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food and currency to buy it. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. If it becomes empty, you will be starving, and your condition will deplete at a double rate per cycle. Curious. I'm going to turn on my background filter so you can see the screen better. Okay, so what am I doing here? I guess I can leave. Can I click on these? What are these? Can I rearrange them? What does that even mean? Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. Dragos has stood in the corridor when you close up the container. He's still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it is implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder, its cache of sensors rapidly irising. How are you feeling? Not good. The drone chirps. Dragos nods. You notice that beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Sure. Alright then, he nods. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old holes down, sell them off to the shipyards or the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally, we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of what comes in is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper, you'll be used to the manual labor, and obviously, I'll slip you a few chits a commission based on what you turn up. These. He pulls out a handful of small metal bars. Air-walled cryo, isolated from the market. It's what we use to trade out here. He stuffs them back in his pocket. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I usually wouldn't do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can, and sleepers, well, he trails off. But things being the way they are for me at the yard, well, I need the help. Why? Things are a little tight, that's all. I owe a little cryo to a client here or there. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Will do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. Okay, what does that mean? What does getting to work look like on this ship? Okay, we got some little icons here. Empty container, that's my home. I don't need to go back there. Is there anything up here? Oh, there is. Low end gate. Passage into the low end. Let's try this one first. Dragos' yard. That's where I have a quest. Actions are the primary way you interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, click and drag your chosen action dice to the slot. Okay, for repeatable action, hold dissection, even the rustiest hole can find valuable components, manual salvage. Okay. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy, condition, or items, depending on their outcome. There are 3 types of outcome. Positive, the action goes better than expected. Neutral, the action succeeds. Or negative, the action fails. Action dice affect these outcomes as follows. So a 6 here would be a 100% chance. A 5 is a 50% chance. A 3 or a 4 is a 25 positive, 50 neutral, a 25 negative, or 4 or 3. And a 1 or a 2 is 50 neutral or 50 negative. Interesting. Makes sense? Actions display information about their type, risk level, and the skill and modifiers that apply to that action. So we see that 1 is the type. It's a repeatable action right here. So we see 1 and 1 on both of those. Those are both repeatable actions. 2 is the risk, either safe, risky, or danger. So this one is risky, which I imagine means that there's going to be, if you get a negative outcome, there's going to be a negative, something that happens to you. So this one is safe. 3 is the skill that this action requires, either engineer, interface, endure, intuit, or engage. So this one's better for me, obviously, because I have higher endure for the manual salvage. And the modifier. And it looks like we can see the modifiers here on the side with a 0 or a +1, which makes sense because I have a +1 in endure. So I think it makes sense for me, if I understand this correctly, for me to use my 6, to use my 4 maybe in the safe one right here, and to use my 6 in the risky one right here. I mean, they're both repeatable, so technically I could use all of my dice in the repeatable action, I guess. Okay, let's see. Dragos is tied up in something ugly, and if he misses a payment or 2, things could get nasty. Okay, is there anything that I can do with? Can I drag anything on those? No. Okay. I'm gonna try what I thought. I'm gonna do the 6 in the risky one that I don't have a bonus in. Back in business, 15 cryo. Actions often progress clocks. Clocks are displayed below the actions that fill them, and they track your actions and how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something good or bad is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Dragos' debt, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. Okay, so I have to manage the cycle clocks and pay attention to those on my larger map. So that was a positive outcome. I'm going to try my 4. Oh, and I get a 5 because I have a +1 here, so I can't get a negative action from this. Let's see what happens. Drives and navigation. In Citizen Sleeper, you will unlock drives as you discover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives depending on which path you wish to take. You can track drives, and any tracked drive will place a yellow marker on locations that will help you pursue your goal. Okay, interesting. Access your drive menu via the arrow button at the top left of your screen. So this is really just my quest line. I can't click on it yet. I just have to click here. No, top left. I can't click on it yet. Okay. You're now free to explore Erlin's Eye and make a life for yourself here. Try tracking a drive to help you survive. Look for food to keep your energy up and a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. And remember to end cycle at your home when you are out of dice. Okay, interesting. Use the mouse wheel, W and S to scroll. Rotate the view with A and D, of course. Back in business, guys, I got 2 positive outcomes there. I don't know if I'm going to use these dice here yet. I kind of want to see what this quest is. Survive seems pretty important. Let's go find a doctor. I'm going to toggle tracking. There we go. Now, the same. So when it lights up yellow, that means I'm tracking it. See, so it turns off and turns back on when I have it. Okay, good to know. Any data here? No data. Any other info I can click on? No. So how do I exit? Okay, so I'm going to leave this. Okay, is this doc C4, doc B2? It's, oh, what is this one? Bright Market. So where would I find a doctor, I wonder? I don't see anything on here that necessarily indicates I would find a doctor there. Merchants willing to run the gauntlet of the Hellion system are rare, but those that do always return, eventually. Interesting. Okay, cycle lock. I can't do, it doesn't look like I can do anything here. Rotunda A. Steal dock plans. Interesting. Okay. Explore the rotunda. Risky. Danger. This one's danger. Okay, interesting. Alright, getting to know doesn't mean new places to visit. It means keeping your eye on new arrivals too. Havenge run the rotunda and their security watches the docks. Better to avoid attracting their attention. Okay, interesting. I need to find a doctor though. Where's this doctor? Take several cycles to reach the Starward Belt and return, loaded with scrap from old wrecks. Okay. Critical action, repeatable action. Why wander when there are hundreds of people that live and work within the Bright Market? All you need to do is the courage to approach them. So this, I think, might help me find the doctor. And I have a 4 here. There's just danger. I don't have any bonuses. Okay, and I can input 60 crowd to move to another level. Gotta keep wanting to press escape to go back. Okay, let's go here to the shipyard. Assist a shipbuilder, haul materials. Has to work here. Okay, find a doctor. Corporate pharmaceuticals. Okay, well, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to do this one. Not this one. This one here. Nope, not that one either. Where was it? To ask for directions. It's not this one. Or was it not this one? Where was the one to ask for directions? Oh, here it is, Bright Market. Okay, let's give it a try. Whew, let's see what happens. And I do not know if this is going to help me find the doctor. I have no clue. Okay, I got some local knowledge. A man corners you with endless stories about the eye. He asks for a donation and, desperate to escape, you hand him some cryo. Okay, alright, well that's fine. Find anything and everything here. Okay, well, good to know. I got more local knowledge. That did help. That really might help me find a doctor, I guess. Oh, here we go. Got the doctor. Hot damn. Next comes a call from the enforcer at the door. Next! Alright. You shuffle down the flickering hallway toward the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now you're here and you're not so sure. The gang enforcer on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hab block, they've all made the long queue a test of your nerve. But your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizer, your body will... You suppress a shiver and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find yourself something to distract. I'm gonna look inside. You lean against the door frame and look into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctuated by the green indicators of stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see amber light filtering through a far doorway, screened with plastic sheeting, beyond which blurred shapes move. The slap of the enforcer's palm against the doorway jerks you awake. "Wait your turn," he growls. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway and you catch a distant voice. "Send in the next one to Shiro?" The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the Bright Market's sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above, and for a moment you're transfixed by the motion. "Come, sit," comes a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink, and then quickly regain their composure. "Please, sit." They gesture to the bed and then turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns, a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to their eye. "Remain still, please." Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. "How long have you been on the station?" they ask, the scanner still to their eye. A few cycles. They nod. "It's good you came here." They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. "I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything." They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. "Your body is dying." They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. "SNARP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose. To prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or, in your case, escaping, they built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Sounds a bit like my parents' refrigerator. I'll be fucking real. It has been a total nightmare. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which SNARP remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? Yes. Good. That may help. They swap to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sabine says, and you're unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or anything else. Emulations like you, sleepers, as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the expression of your arm. And SNARP has no reason to release Stabilizer into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something. Anything. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help. They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. You saw Toshiro outside? You nod. He works for my benefactor, Yatagan. They are influential in the low end. They give me the space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds. They look away. But Yatagan has connections. Smugglers from the Starwood Belt, mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source the Stabilizer, maybe you'll have a chance. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Why help me? Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. You nod and leave. Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Okay, alright, I found the doctor. Gotta wait for Sabine to find the Stabilizer. Okay, good to know. And I don't think I can do anything. It's just going to happen as it happens, right? Is that what that says? God, I can't even read that because of the glare from the background. So funny. Oh wait, what did it say? It's gonna take a few cycles, alright? Well, it's a little dangerous and kind of on the edge. Ooh, street food vendor. I think I need some food. Memphis is busy, his broad face lit up by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus, ooh, I love fungus, yes please, into a dented wok, his other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red-flecked dressing. The smell is incredible. Man, this guy, this is who I want to be. Whew, look at him. He's got all these, like, spices and shit, all these utensils hanging from his belt. Like a big basket. Looks like an old refrigerator tray that he took out and, like, is using it as a shoulder bag full of mushrooms. Whatever, these tomatoes could be. Ooh, looks good. What's up, buddy? Memphis, an imposing street food vendor. You watch as he fulfills his set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bright salad and depositing it in plastic trays. A stack of chits rattles in his apron pocket as customers file past the burner, handing over payment. I'm gonna watch. Despite the queue, Memphis doesn't rush. He addresses each portion individually, squeezing precise slugs of liquid from an assortment of bottles into the bowl of torn leaves and bright slices, before tossing them loosely together. Occasionally, a waiting customer might mutter something about efficiency, but Memphis remains steady in his process. After a while, the queue fades back into the crowd, and Memphis sets down his metal bowl and looks up across the burner to see you watching him. I can feel your eyes burning a hole in my bowl. Free sample? Sure. He gestures neatly. Come over. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness and the fungus laced with something so spicy the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire, and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you, you sleepers, Emphas says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. You want to know more about me? You begin to tell him about your journey to the Eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark, of the container, and the endless cycles spent within it. Now, it seems, you tell him, like some dream that you once had but can never forget. You tell him that the Eye excites you and scares you, and you're unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you trail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time we can talk some more, he smiles. But next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner's side and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time then, sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the walk before you turn back to the alley. You notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pin marks. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. You taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. Okay. Yeah, give the robots taste and feeling and all that stuff. I guess it'll motivate them in some way to have these pleasant, empathic responses, just like your body used to have. Maybe a way to keep you connected to your humanity. Very curious. So I think I'm good there. Yep, okay. That's all done. You go back there. Ooh, Rotunda Wet Dock. Nothing to do there. Nothing I should do there. I only have a 2, so really I think I should use this 2 in his yard where I have the +1. So at least I have potential here to do something positive. Oh, positive outcome. Hot dog. Back in business. 10 cryo. Happy to see it. Okay. So that's everything that I can do today. So I think it's time to rest. Interesting, and I can sunbathe. Whew. This time you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station, that shifting skeletal ring, surrounds you. Ooh, creepy visualization there. For a moment you're gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange, and then extensions. As you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect to, you see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of textures in a smooth black liquid. Oh, I want to touch it. You find a point in the station and you connect to it, pulse through it, follow loops and paths under and around it. You touch more points than you have fingers, and then you try, in a moment of impulsiveness, to connect with them. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried away with it, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering. As you do, things occur to you, things that you can't possibly know. You reach out, try to grasp them, try to touch them. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you, insistently, as if it were a small child. Somehow it's pulling in 2 directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back, trembling into the unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours, all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second and you feel it waiting there, the station splayed out across your mind, a storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it's gone. Okay, I didn't get a lot of good dice today. Maybe I'll just use the one right here because it's totally safe. I get some more energy. Take a few moments to boost your energy, but get restless quickly. Okay, good to know. I wouldn't have wanted to use that one anywhere else, I don't think. It would have been kind of worrisome. Okay, let's leave. Let's get something done today, huh? I guess I could make some progress here. Haul materials. I get a +1 there. Let's drop my 4 there and let's see what happens. Okay, minus some energy, but I get yard hand. The materials are heavy and you barely understand where you're going, but you keep your head down and you haul your fair share. Sounds good. I did not get very much here for yard hand, but it was okay. That was a dangerous one. I used a good dice for it. Turned out fine. I kind of want to help Dragos and finish this up, right? I mean, I'm close to getting back in business all finished. But I have this 5, and I also want to explore. Nothing I can do here, right? Like, it's just gonna happen on its own. I kind of want to explore the market. I'm gonna wait till I have a 6. I'm gonna use this for my boy and try to finish this up here. There we go, got back in business all done. I don't know what that means exactly. Okay, I should go get to know Emphas too. Alright, I got manual salvage all done. Good to know. Ooh, what is this? I can talk to Dragos now. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red, blinking lights flash across a vast, dark shape, suspended below the dome. They flicker across a scorched hole plate and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. Their cutter is huge, and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Dragos stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it's lowered into the yard. What is it? Dragos laughs.
That, my friend, is A-grade scrap. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at it.
The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened?
What do you mean?
He glances at you.
I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened.
No, what happened to the ship?
Not my concern.
He shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited.
I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one.
The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. You wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the Essen Arp freighter lowered into the yard like the corpse of some ready to be butchered. Like a corpse ready to be butchered? Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own? A womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about the path about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder.
After these past cycles, I think we're up for it. What do you think?
You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side. Winter Light. Let's do it. He claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. Continue. A real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Okay. I like Dragos. I like his voice, I like the character, I like the look. Big fan. I'm gonna make sure to help him out however I can. Alright, I've completed my first drive. Fabutastic. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access your character menu via the arrow button on the top right of the screen. Okay, let's see. Ooh, what can I do? Okay, so it looks like nothing over here is available to me until I get at least one upgrade point in the first section. Okay, hard to kill. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. That seems really useful for me. And I mean, I chose a character with Endure as his focus, so why wouldn't I kind of want to stack that up right at the beginning to take the most advantage of his of what my special abilities are in terms of Endure? But like, let's just see. Dice actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. That's kind of cool, but I won't get that until I add 2 into it because I have a -1. But getting a 0 might really help me out there. Like, bringing that -1 to a 0, like, oh man, that might really help me out. Man, chance to gain energy after engage action, chance to gain cryo on interface actions, chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. I think I'm gonna go for hard to kill, just to kind of stack up the benefits I get from my pre-existing character traits. Oh, I can't. Can I? I can't? Do I have to spend 2 upgrade? What does that mean? Okay. So it costs 2 upgrade points, so maybe I don't. Well, then I'm gonna do engage, because engage kind of sits nicely within endure, right? Those are like kind of the associated skill traits there, it looks like. And I could have saved him up, but let's just make it happen. So that brought me to 0. Interesting. So just if I'm at 0, getting the bonus for a section that I can upgrade costs a skill point and doesn't give me a +1. That's like different than a +1, it looks like. Kind of interesting. Okay. Curious. Do I not have 15 cryo? Oh, I do. Okay. Let's get some food, baby. Okay. Energy, fungus fan. Cool. So just a couple more times. Fading. Should I do it again? I mean, I guess I should do it again. I don't have anything else to spend my money on. Maybe that was it. Was that useless? Oh, this is for the other, this is for my other stuff that I'm that I need, my stabilizer. I think I just wasted that there because I was full on energy, maybe. Okay, well, I don't have any dice left. So let's sleep. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparks with glittering lights like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, then leaping off into the void. Interesting. I'm gonna focus on the nodes. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed entry points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle, dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse inside, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. Curious. The threads and nodes. Passages and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then, that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions as if they were tied around you. I'll go with the first. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you down, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something, a sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. Yeah, I got somebody fucking on my ass. I got somebody chasing me. Oh, dear God. It's probably one of these megacorp dogs trying to fucking track me down, huh? Jeez. Alright, I guess I could use the one here on energy again. Does that help? Let's give it a go. Uh-oh. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud of the Eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the Eye button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. Negative outcome. Still got the energy. I don't see how that's negative exactly. Oh my God. So these guys are going to be here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cycles. Interesting. Okay. So I don't see the eye. Where is the eye? Does anybody... There it is. Oh! What the fuck? Data actions allow you to extract data from the networks of the Eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your dice to the one displayed on the right of the action. If you have a +1 or a +2 modifier in the interface skill, you'll be given more possible dice to match. You can use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Once unlocked, the data can be extracted. Okay, well, I should have not used my 1 there, I guess. Interesting, but there's more. Ooh, this is Yatagan, also a 1. Wow, interesting. So I guess that's how you make the lower dice more valuable. 3, I don't have any 3s. What is this? What does that mean? No. Okay. Also a 1. Wow, really interesting. So 3, 2. So I guess this is where I should spend my low dice. Wow. Okay, okay. The blaster ship came in from the yard as you did. Is there a connection, or are you just paranoid? Is that here? So how do I work on winter light? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay. Let's give it a try. Okay, cool. I got some scrap item. Ship mind fragment. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna use my 5 somewhere else. I need some more money. Risky, but not danger. Oof. Nothing. No benefit there. And I'm too low to get any food. So I guess I sleep. Fang! A voice echoes down the corridor toward you. Sleeper, wake up! Wait up! Fang is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around, just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erland said? The eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but not always very practical. He glances back at you. Yeah, we do our best, but it isn't easy. We? You pass together into the main walkway. Havenage. We are all one dysfunctional family. Feng puts an arm around you. I'm not a part of the security branch, though. Don't worry, I'm just with systems. Havenage? Think of us as the administrative association for the Eye. Depending on who you talk to, we either emerge as a response to or a continuation of Andre Erland's original union. He smiles. Personally, I avoid the topic. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I came here to discuss. Alright, I've been seeing some unusual network activity, and, well, I know a little bit about you sleepers. I have a small proposition for you. He glances around. But, well, this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, and then, when you're settled, stop on by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you, sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Okay, seems like a nice guy. I like Feng. He's a little shady. He's got something going on. I don't know quite what's happening with him, but I like Feng. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eyes, in the dark of the corridor. He nods at you as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark as you push through the sheeting into surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open in front of them, a set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how Yatagan... They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I'm the test case? That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of yourself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains, which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. These motherfucking corporations. Bastards, man. Passcodes? In very basic terms, yes, they sigh. Look, what matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic marker to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Okay, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. Just doing drugs, baby. You swim in darkness. Muffled voice noises like an argument you heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? What happened? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yatagan acquired a case of the stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're gonna have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients, I'm sorry. Sabine nods toward the case.
I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're gonna need to pay for the next one. Silence fills the room and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, Sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Whew! Hot dog, look at that. I'm stable, baby. Look at that. Damn. I wonder if that means that I'm going to get full dice rolls for this next time I sleep. I kind of imagine that the number of dice rolls that I get equals how stable I am, you know? Like, within each of these bars, I get that dice roll. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, let's finish up some quests, right? I can't do anything here. Can't do anything there, but I can do stuff here. So let's get it done. Use my 5. Ooh, negative outcome. Not good. Damn. Okay, alright. Wait, can I do it on this one? Engineer 0. Let's see if I can get something done here. Let's try that. I get a +1 there. Hey, hot dog, action complete. I don't know how I necessarily get energy from that, but I would try it again. Neutral outcome. Okay, let's sleep. Whew. Oh, I'm fucking hungry. Holy shit. Okay, not good. Let's do this. Let's get some energy here. Nice, good. Okay, that helps. I'm gonna leave. Oh, what does Fang need? Hey, Sleeper. Fang catches your attention as you approach the Heaven Gate building. Havenage. I don't know. Leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come this way, security and all that. Gives you a look, you know. He slams a button at the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around you. You like it? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack which beeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, AE-1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think, they are seeing a constant, concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We're keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you, among the flickering machines. They hum all around. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? I can't. I don't believe you. How do you think I found you? You're like a beacon lighting up the systems that surround you, accessing them without even knowing. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. They are tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place, subsystems I can't see, access protocols lost to time and decay, secrets, a shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place, break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havenage, there's old growth, those whose roots trace back to those old bad days. Will you help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours? He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? I'm in. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift. He smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up in the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step, blinking back out into the passage, those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Phew! Alright, I like Fang. Good dude. Alright, well, this game is fun. I'm enjoying it so far. It's hard to read out loud. There's a lot of reading, but I hope whoever's watching is enjoying it, you know? I enjoy reading. I like doing character voices and all that kind of stuff. So I am having fun, and I will continue if people are liking it, of course. But I gotta go. Got some stuff to do. Vacation rental to turn over. Lawn to mow. Some weed whacking to do. Yada, yada, yada. Lots of stuff. Anyway, love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be back on later. All right. Bye-bye.